And we are back in celebration of Disability Pride Month. The Disability Hip Hop Jam returns its third year to change the conversation around disability representation in music, culture, and entertainment. Now, created by Four Wheel City, the event provides space for artists with disabilities while promoting greater accessibility, inclusion, and community. Joining me now to share more about the event is Namel Tapwaters Norris and Ricardo Rickfire Velasquez. They are the founders of Four Wheel City. And glad to have y'all both share with us here. Four Wheel City in the building.
Thank you for having us.
Thanks for having us.
Oh, no, glad to have you. And as you said, you know, part of what you're doing is you're highlighting disabilities, but then also bringing community together around hip hop. Talk to us a little bit about what got you started in doing this.
Doing hip hop or just the hip hop jam?
Yeah, the hip hop jam.
Because the hip hop jam, it came from a long journey that we've been on as hip hop artists with disabilities, coming from the Bronx where hip hop started. And when we first started, we were seeing that, you know, all the barriers we had to overcome through hip hop, getting opportunities. And so when we started our foundation years later, we was like, we wanted to give that opportunity back to artists so they don't have to be, you know, feeling discouraged or have to beg for opportunities. And also with the landscape of social media, seeing so many, you know, good and dope artists out there now with disabilities, and nobody's is like bringing us together for like in a cultural sense. We was like, so we got to be the ones to do it. And then we got a great partnership with the Disability Unite Festival, who does the whole festival in Central Park that day. And you know, we teamed up, and it has become like a thing that we're doing now. This is the third year, and it's becoming like a mainstay of the summer for the disability community.
Right, so January 12th, people are coming out to the Central Park Band Shell. Who can we expect?
So we're gonna have
A few artists coming.
Yeah, man. We got Vancho. He's from out here in the Bronx. We got Zoe Wills from Chicago, and we got us. We're gonna be there. And we got a few surprises coming too, and it's gonna be dope, man. We got DJ Drewski from Hot 97 on DJ, along with some other DJs from the community. DJ Wills, I'll come out do a set, and we're gonna have like when we open up, we usually do a local talent, like who's somebody that from the 5 boroughs who's doing their thing in the hip hop community come out, and we're gonna be doing that segment. So it's about a 90-minute set of all the artists curated, but we always bring at least 2 from a different city or state or country or something, and then local, then us, and we mix it all together and blend it in. And we're trying to get like more of the hip hop community to recognize it too, as a stake in hip hop, as far as like being able to, you know, you have Summer Jam, you have Rolling Louds, you have all those type of things. We want to make like the hip hop jam something that people look forward to like that.
And Rickfire, y'all both have a story to tell, right? And you spend time telling and sharing your story. For those who may not be familiar, tell us a little bit about that story that got you where you are.
Well, my story is while walking home from school one day, I got hit by a stray bullet. I don't know what shot me. But I didn't let that stop me. And when I met, prior to me and him, I was already into music, DJs and stuff like that. And what kept me going was the fact that I always had the love for music. And music is kind of what kept me busy during that time.
Yeah. For yourself?
Yeah, same situation. Like I was shot by accident. My cousin was playing with a gun, you know, being involved in the streets and stuff. And I came home from the hospital being paralyzed, 17, 18-year-old kid. I was rapping prior with my group. Shout out to Nova and Elite Cartel. But after I came home, I was lost. And my mom, God bless her dad, she passed away a few years ago. But she seen Rick outside one day, and his chair was like, "Oh, you want to be my son's friend?" And you know, we didn't even know we was doing. I didn't know he was doing music. I was trying to find myself. I go to his house. He's working on the beat machine, and I'm like, "Yo, you know, I used to do music," and he gave me some beats, and that's how I got back to writing. And then, you know, going through the process of being in a wheelchair, seeing how different my life was now, and all the obstacles I was gonna have to overcome, like from things not being wheelchair accessible, people doubting me, you know, things not giving up. I started to make songs about that. And, you know, one of the songs was Welcome to Four Wheel City. And when we started Four Wheel City, it came from the music, and it came from just seeing people who was going through things like that. We wanted to encourage them to not give up, and we was like, what better way to do that than music? And it took a life of his own.
A life of his own
Yeah.
is an understatement, right? Because you're doing this here July 12th. You go to the Central Park Band Show.
Yeah.
But during Grammy Week, you're out in LA doing the same thing.
Yeah. We just did the first one during Grammy Week in LA. Shout out to everybody who's out there. Garnell Silverhall, King Chasm, and we that one we mixed with a comedy show. The Don't Diss My Disability comedy series hosted by Pam, and it was really dope during Grammy Week because I have a working relationship. I'm part of the Recording Academy New York Chapter Advocacy Committee, and we've been working with an organization called RAMP. It's called that's for recording artists and music professionals with disabilities. Works closely with the Recording Academy, and so being able to go from there and use that platform to now bring the hip hop jam there has been a big blessing because it opens up more opportunity, more doors, and just getting more eyes on it. On the other side of the country. So we did it on the East, and now we got it on the West Coast. Yeah.
And for yourselves, obviously a message is being sent when it comes in regards to disability. You haven't allowed your disability to stop you in any kind of way. You send a message and say, listen, we got artists who are disabled, but yet and still they've got a voice. Talk to us about how you feel the voice of the disabled and those in the disability community is continuing to rise today, because sometimes there's a lot of people out there trying to suppress that voice, but y'all are doing a great job of really taking the message across.
Yeah, that was been our thing from the beginning. But we've been doing this. This is 2026. We've been doing this. We started in like 2006, and so this is like 20 years. I actually graduated from Lehman when we started in 2006, and it's so crazy that, being back 20 years later, so this interview here is crazy, but what we're trying to just show people with disabilities who might feel discouraged is that we want to be examples. Like, we never was like complainers, and we try to lead through example and showing that no matter what you go through in life, our whole thing is like our four messages when we tell people to throw up the force to inspire, educate, advocate, and entertain. So that's like our values, and we just hope people see through us that you see the real genuine story.
Right.
So we didn't take no shortcuts, and we actually been through stuff for this whole journey, and we want to put it in people's face like that. We started filming, working on our documentary 20 years ago before social media. We were like our own social media before social media.
Right.
So we wanted to show people that, hey, there's some guys in wheelchairs that can rap. So we need accessible elevators. We need accessible bathrooms. We need entry into stores.
Right.
Yeah.
And when you're sharing a message, Ricky, you're sharing a message to community, even elected officials, right? 'Cause you talk about accessibility and stuff like that. That definitely gets funding from, what are people saying when you get an opportunity to share your story? What's the feedback that you get?
We get a good feedback, man. They say we motivate people to keep going with their lives no matter what, right? Just because you might be down right now in the chair, that don't mean that your life is over. You still go do things and accomplish things in life. Like me, I have my own clothing line, and I do a lot of stuff, and pretty much don't give up just because you down.
Yeah.
You might be down right now, but you don't know what's going to happen 2 years from now.
Yeah.
So we perfect example of that. You got to be resilient.
Yeah. Getting people out there. July the 12th, just around the corner, over at the Central Park Band Show, right?
Before I make it easy to show them.
Show them. I like it. I said, make it easy. Show them this. Here it
Show them the
is.
flyer.
It's right here.
And the message to be inspired.
Okay.
Yeah, be
I'm gonna put this
inspired.
on. I'm gonna do this right. Well, yep. So that's right there. All right. I can put this down. Put it back up, y'all.
Put it back up.
Yeah, there you go. That gives me time to put the wristband on. So now you come back to me. Come back to me now. I got my wristband on. All right, there it is.
Yeah.
So, I mean, honestly, I'm very inspired by both of you because being in hip hop, right, and then at the same time using your voice not just for the hip hop community, but for those in the disability community who sometimes are many times like overlooked. As we look at this month, how do we get it from just being this month to taking a look at things in the disability community every month? What do you tell people?
You know, I think it starts with acknowledging the culture of it.
Right.
Because I feel like when people think of disability, they think of something negative. They think of something like people can't do, and that's in a sense what it represents. But when you get behind it and you look at like a lot of the individuals who have disabilities and what they're doing, and how they connected to things, and you start to see like we have our own, like we have a hip hop jam now. We have artists who have clothing lines. It's like the movement that we've been involved with when it comes to disability and the culture is just like the way hip hop had to go through it. So it's like a mirror image in a way. So that's what makes it good for us, because we want to be the bridge to we want to bring the hip hop to the disability community, because even in the disability community, a lot of organizations and things that we did, they weren't always accepting of hip hop either.
Right.
So we bringing hip hop to those platforms as well. And sometimes people are like, oh, I don't like rap, but I like what y'all talking about. And then when we go to the hip hop community, they're like, oh, same thing. I didn't know somebody, I never even heard somebody in the wheelchair rap before. I didn't even know y'all go through that. I never even thought about I need a ramp at my show. So it's like, keep giving people opportunities and being open-minded, and we need funding too.
Right.
Because we have our own platforms, and if you look at like, there's no Jay-Z, Rockefeller without the support of Def Jam or Cash Money, the way they got backing from Universal. Like, we need that in the disability community, that type of stuff. So, yeah.
Well, I know elected officials watch this show, and I know the sponsors watch this show. So
Exactly.
hopefully,
We need y'all.
yeah, there it is. The message,
that's
the,
what
me- the message is out there.
That's what we need right there.
So listen.
And we take care of the rest.
You take care of the rest.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thank y'all both for coming.
Yeah.
And we're looking forward to a great show on the 12th.
Yeah.
And I want to let people know, if you want more information, visit the website at
Four Wheel
fourwheelcity.com, I
Yeah.
should say.
Gotta give
I
them the
guarantee
full
you,
one time.
Gotta give them the full one
Yeah,
time.
yeah.
And I got the bracelet too.
Yeah.
So I want you to know that. All right. So stay with us. Listen, we got more here on Open. We'll be right back right after the break.
We're gonna start the show right now. This is my favorite part. Ready in 5, 4, 3, 2. Hey, this is Angel, and I am one of the instructors for the in-studio production. Here at Bronxnet, we offer classes that can help you elevate